Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to a new episode of By Sophia. Today's topic is victimhood. Yeah. It's something you feel, I know. I feel it working in my system. Take a moment for yourself to reflect on where you still use the shield of being a victim. To not take the necessary steps to live your authentic life, who you really are, and what you have to bring in this world. Where do you still believe you are a victim of someone, something, a situation, circumstances? And how does this behavior serve you? Because there's always something underneath why you keep holding on to it. Now I invite you to go and see what holding on to victimhood costs you, because it is a high price you pay. I would like to give you an example of my own life. A few weeks ago, I saw myself using the victimhood card on money. I was using sentences as, when you have money, it's a lot easier to make more money. I can't do that because I don't have any money. That's a lot of money they ask for some service or product, while that service or product was definitely worth what was asked for it. And in the past, using those programmation sentences, hiding behind being a victim of circumstances around money, it served me. It served me. It gave me some how do I need to say it? It gave me some luxuries that maybe when I've had more money, I wouldn't have gotten. On the other hand, the reason why I got these extras was from people, services, looking at me as if I was poor. As if I didn't have anything. It kept me small. Because not only I saw myself as a victim, but people in my environment also saw me as a victim. And they had pity with me. Most of the time, the help I got wasn't really help. It was a pity giving. And it did not help me. It made me feel less in that moment. Because I saw myself as a victim, they saw me as a victim. In a lot of circumstances, it was not freely given, the so-called help. It had a price. loyalty, doing things that were not really who I am. So it cost me dearly to hold on to that victim role. And I needed to see that I was doing it. I needed to forgive myself that I used victimhood for what I believed in that moment was helpful for me. Because no one is to blame. In any circumstance, no one is just a perpetrator or just a victim. I'm not saying this to allow behavior or say that some behaviors are good. No, I'm not saying that. But I'm saying we're always accountable for our part of what happens. I once had a relationship and I was drunk the first time in my life and the last one. And the man thought it was a good idea to have intercourse with me when I was too drunk to even take off my own clothes. And at first I could push him off. But it took a while, and at first I was so angry at him for not respecting my boundaries, but when I look at it now, I didn't have any boundaries at that moment in that relationship. I just did everything so he and the family would like me and I would have people in my life and not feel alone. So in the energy, I was accountable for what happened on that drunk night, because I wasn't setting my boundaries. in life I wasn't respecting myself. So why should he? Again, not to say that it's okay what he did, because that's behavior no one ever should show. But I can see now how I contributed in the situation leading up to that point of that happening. It took me a few years, I won't deny it. But I can see now what I did in that moment. And I'm not a victim anymore. I hold my power in my own hands, knowing that when I show respect for me, others will show respect for me also. And in the situation where we started about being the victim of money, of circumstances around money, it is the same thing. I saw others who had more money. I saw money itself. I saw everyone and everything that had to do something with money as a perpetrator to me. And I saw myself as a victim. And now I forgave myself, first of all. For seeing myself as a victim in those circumstances. And I love and respect myself enough to see that I am accountable in this situation. I gave myself away for others, for money. I didn't take care of myself. I wasn't a good partner for myself, for others, for money. So why should anyone else take care of me? Why should money take care of me when I don't? And when you can see your own accountability, you claim your own power back, and it opens up a different life. Because keeping that victimhood as a shield before us, it blocks all the good that can come to us. Even though at one point it served us, it helped us at one point, or we believe it did. But if we want to live who we truly are, we need to let go of that shield. Because we cannot take any aligned actions with our core being when we are holding up any shields. And that's the only alignment you want and you need to live. The alignment with your core being, with your highest frequency. When you align with that, all shields need to go. You can't hold on to them. Because if you are holding on to them, you're aligned with your shield. You're not aligned with your core being. So ask yourself, with what, with who am I in alignment? And when you discover you're not in alignment with your core being, open yourself up to see what you're aligned with and why you're holding on to it. Make yourself accountable for why you are holding on to that other frequency that isn't you. And it's not always easy and fun. Not in that moment. But when you left it behind you, when you transmuted the energy, you will feel so much better. And a whole new world will open up to you. So, on this note, I will leave you to it. We will meet each other soon. Much love, Sophia.